Have y'all seen the Billboard list?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do something I don't like doing. Gonna admit some failures on my part. Gonna admit that you know what? For them to have Kendrick Lamar as the second most impactful, influential, greatest rapper of all time.
All time though, not this year. All time.
Absolutely disgusting. And I say that as the resident Kendrick fan on the pod. That shit, if that's what fandom has done for him, then you know what? These niggas need to be stopped like the Beehive needs to be stopped. Because this shit is nuts. He's second only to Jay-Z in rap and hip hop. Are we real right now?
It's because of his work with the Black Panther.
Well, fuck about none of that shit. He could have invented the actual Black Panthers and knocked off the KKK in the way to doing that shit. He still wouldn't be top 2 in the rap. That's some bullshit if I ever heard it.
That's funny as hell.
Number 2. But I've been saying that about I've been saying that about Kendrick. I've been to a Kendrick show. It is a white sausage fest. Like it ain't a lot of girls. It's mostly white dudes who just I don't know why they find his music appealing. I don't.
So,
but it ain't for me to understand.
Okay, so let's
go.
strange.
So let's go the full list.
Let's go to the full list of the top 10.
The full top 10. The top 10. The top 10.
The top 10. And there's some other travesty we talked about.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. This may
have to be a 2-part series. This shit we're gonna go to the top 10.
It's too much.
Jay-Z number 1. I'm not mad about that. I think Jay-Z to go. I think that's fine. It's fine. You can have others there. I'm cool with Jay-Z being there. Kendrick 2? No.
Smoking that good dope.
Now here's where I'm gonna find it from y'all. Nas 3? I think that's too high. Ain't gonna lie to you.
Dude, get the
Pac at 4, I think slightly too low. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but I get it. Eminem at 5. Here's the thing. From selling, shit, maybe 2. But cultural impact, nah, bro. Can't be 5. Too high. Big, the most quoted and re-quoted motherfucker ever. Ain't no way he lower than 3. I'm sorry. He's just too quoted.
How is he lower than Eminem?
He's too quoted. Ain't nobody reciting scan lines, but you reciting. Well, we know that. I mean, you know what? In respect to Eminem, he knows that too. Because I'm really, really good, but I'm also white, and it helps. I get it. I understand. You can respect that. I can respect that.
He says that. He knows that.
Right. Wayne at 7. Again, for me, Wayne's lowered to me. I understand why he's 7, but after his run, he just fell off so heavy.
He did, but that was the drugs. Crazy. I feel like it was the drugs. It was the drugs.
I mean, and then obviously, like I think the reality, the authenticity, you've seen that this image that he tried to create was absolutely fabricated. Jadakiss.
Like fabricated. This new wave of rappers
is all like him.
They're all like, you ever seen that episode of Family Guy with like Bitch Stewie?
Bitch Stewie. Hey, Bitch Stewie.
Yeah, it's like that's
funny. That's a funny reference.
Yes, that is all.
They're all bitch Waynes. They're all like little bitch Waynes. They're like you can't look at Uzi and be like Uzi's so creative. That motherfucker is a more emo Lil Wayne. Let's stop it. He's a more emo Lil Wayne from Philly. Stop. All these boys took his whole style. All of them took his whole style. Thug took his style. All these boys took their style. So yes, I agree. So that for that reason, maybe top 10, maybe still yes.
Absolutely.
You can't deny his influence. They're
absolutely
not good, but
Drake at 8. I don't know how I feel about Drake.
How is he even?
I think as an artist, yes, but as a spitter,
but
people wrote your shit. At least a part of it. I can't.
Well, I don't even know if that. Well, I mean, everybody.
That matters to me.
Yeah, that matters, I guess. But I feel like he's not. He shouldn't even be in the top 10. Drake.
I think again for like selling and impact.
Yeah,
I mean, he runs rap.
So what was the criteria for that? Well, we didn't get through the whole list. I need to know the criteria after we get.
It can't be a good one if Kendrick is 2.
Well, Snoop is 9, which I think
Snoop is 9 again. As far as like an iconic figure in hip hop, yeah, but top 10.
But rapper,
there's some things.
Are we talking? And then Nicki Minaj, number 10. They just threw in a female just for good measure.
That's just because she sold a lot, which I get. Right. But like, come on, Nicki ain't top 20.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No, she's not.
And I don't know how she. Again, it's unfair. You asked about the female rappers. Like, is it fair to have her over Lauryn Hill? Lauryn Hill was amazing, but she had only one album. Is it fair? I don't know. I'm iffy on that.
But Nicki can't rap.
I think Weston wrote her whole shit. If you ever hear like Safari
what's his name? Safari.
If you ever hear Safari rap, like they rap almost exactly the same. It just sounds funny from a dude than from her.
She used to be a battle rapper like way back in the day, and she was actually pretty good back in the day. And then
I just think she's so commercial now. I get why her success is so crazy.
Exactly. Like, and that's what I don't like about her.
But Nicki, I mean, but guys, it's Billboard. So Billboard's like, yo, commercial success is success. So that's what matters.
I guess that kind of makes sense. So is that what we're going by? Commercial? Is this commercial success? Is this what this list is, or what?
Not of Nas is 3. Sorry.
Yeah, there's no way. You're right. So they just threw him in.
What's up with y'all? Yeah. What's up? Hold on.
Not of Nas is 3.
What's up with y'all?
Not of Nas is 3. No, seriously.
Chill. So let's go back. Let's go back to why. Let's go back to why Kodak not on the list. If Kendrick's on the list, where Kodak at?
Kodak?
They think
where's Kodak?
Right.
If Kodak is as good.
If Kendrick is 2, Kodak is 2A.
Jesus.
That's been their troll. And
y'all are today Kodak Black.
Yeah, nigga, that's better than Biggie. That dude.
Him.
He's
better than Kendrick though.
He's also a gremlin apparently. So
yeah, he still ate it.
Put their lyrics side by side and tell me who wrote what.
All I'm saying is that he's not over Kendrick.
It's crazy how y'all can't do that. That's kind of funny.
I can't believe
it don't even matter.
You think Kodak Black can't handle?
I challenge you to put their lyrics side by side and guess who wrote what.
Kendrick and Kodak.
You know what's funny?
Yes.
You okay? So wait a minute, G. You know what's crazy about what you're saying? Okay, let's take that example for a second. You're the same nigga that told me, well, it's like the way you say things, it's the inflection in your voice, all these other factors that you appreciate in hip hop. And this nigga sound like he got a mouthful of quarters and it's okay now.
Definitely does sound
like it's an instrument.
The word don't sound like that. You be like a fucking muppet, but he's a better rapper than Kendrick.
So wait, are you a Kendrick fan? I'm confused. Are we?
He's from Florida.
They're not. I'm a Kendrick fan. They're not, and they're trolling.
Well, you know, I didn't say I wasn't a Kendrick fan. I just said he's not as good as people said he is.
I think that's fine too. But I didn't say that. I said he's not. He's over Kodak. That's what I said.
When I look at their lyrics side by side, I can't tell who wrote what. When I look at their lyrics, when I break it down to the data, and I look at the facts, and I look at each verse, and I'm like, damn, either one of these people.
Anyways, it don't matter because Kodak not on the top 10. So what we talking about Kodak for?
Well, hey, that shows me that they ain't listening. They ain't doing their research.
Right. You know what? I'm doubling back. You know what? Kendrick should be 2. He should be 1. Fuck y'all. This is where I'm at now.
Kodak should be right. It should be right there.
Kodak shouldn't be on the list at all.
Kodak should not be on the
Kendrick
list.
Should be 1. And Kodak should be on the 200 list at number 200.
Go listen to the song with Kendrick and Kodak and tell me who had a better verse.
Tell me whose verse was which, first of all, and then tell me you had the better verse.
Right. Tell me you had the better verse.
Kendrick definitely had the better verse. You're nuts.
Read the verses. Listen, read the verses separately and tell me who wrote which one.
Right. You can't tell.
Kendrick wrote the whole thing and gave him a verse.
Ooh.
I don't think y'all ever went through this exercise. We're gonna do it. We have to go through
the whole thing and gave him a verse.
We're gonna have to go through this exercise.
Kendrick
I already know the song, so I can't.
Kendrick did not
be objective.
All he did was put something else on some ad lib. That's why he got a writing credit. But Kendrick wrote the whole song. That's what I'm going with. So now what?
Sounds about right.
Now you're gonna say
that's logical.
Kodak stands on his own. Kodak got a better album than Kendrick.
Kodak, man, I didn't listen to Kodak's album like that. Kendrick's album was not really like I didn't love it, but like I get why people liked it. It was a little soft. A little soft. It was a little soft. But I mean, like people like that shit.
But you know what? I realized something. I know why whites love Kendrick. But this whole album is talking about black folks and what we need to do.
Wait a minute.
Those albums.
I mean, listen.
Jay Electronica dropped the album along the lines musically of a Kendrick album, but Jay Electronica is talking about the system. Jay was on there too. Talk about the system and whites, and they didn't like it. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. Kendrick sit there and talk about how Daddy ain't around, and they will sit there and be like, you know what? I love this shit. This is the best music since Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. Like, this is the shit that they do. And you know, we sit there saying that, who put them on, like fucking Rosenberg, Paul Rosenberg, and shit like that. Complex magazine or Complex website. Who do you hear saying that's black? Nobody.
Y'all not following.
Right. Except for Hotep Twitter, tinfoil hat Twitter. Because them niggas like, we try to champion conscious rap. Show asses up. Okay. I try to hear that shit.
Let's go. So I'm gonna go.
Listen, y'all don't see.
So fuck all that. I'm gonna go back to this list because I ain't doing this shit. I'm gonna go back to this list. In the top 10, who shouldn't be there? Now here's the people after the top 10. Kanye West, 11. Andre 3 Stacks, 12. Bullshit. Shouldn't be in top 20. Well, fuck anybody gotta say about that shit. Rakim is 13. LL is 14. I think LL is too low. J. Cole is 15. Definitely. Too high. Scarface is 16. You're gonna hate me for this. Too high. Lower. 50 is 17. I think it should be higher. Ice Cube's 18. I don't know about that. 19 is Missy. Missy's over Missy's over Nicki. We're talking about right. And then Big Daddy Kane's 20. Does anybody in that list deserve to be in the top 10? And if so, who comes down in the top 10?
Take Kendrick off, but I'll just place him wherever I feel like it. Just take him out.
Okay, he's not leaving. He's still in the top 10.
Take Kendrick, like look at this list, like all trolling aside, like everybody in this list, generally speaking, they have a way longer career, way more albums. Well, maybe.
I think you could argue if we're not trolling, which I like to troll. If we're not trolling, I would say if I look at the list of the top 10, realistically, given who was there, cultural impact particularly, I don't know how we have Kendrick, Drake, or Nicki in the top 10.
Right.
I think Snoop goes down as well. Maybe just slightly, maybe like 11 or 12. I don't know if he's even that high. I don't see Busta anywhere. Yeah, I know how far. I think Busta should be a top 10. I think he's pushing top 10 or top 11 at the worst. Wayne, because he birthed the movement of those like emo druggy rappers, maybe you can keep him in the top 10. I personally think he falls out of the top 10. He had one of the great runs.
The greatest.
But no, the greatest run?
Not the greatest, but one of the greatest.
One of the greatest ones. Because the greatest run, I think we all know, the greatest 1 to 2 year run ever in hip hop was DMX. That run was insane. So that run I gotta give the DMX run, 2 number 1 albums within the calendar year. That dude was on fire and crack, but on fire mostly. That shit was nuts. So yeah, I gotta give him that. After that, you could argue. I like the mixtape run that 50 had that fueled his career. Jay had a run. Like all greats had a run, I think. Biggie has the best first 2 albums probably of all time, comparatively. No one had a better 1 and 2. I think those 2 combined. So again, if we're moving those guys off, let's see, we move off Drake, Snoop, Nicki, Kendrick, Fine. Who goes there? Who's 2? And don't tell me Nas is 2. Don't tell me Nas is 2.
I'm saying Nas is my 2.
That's as far as based on what?
Based on his body of work.
Okay. Reek, who's your?
He's a Grammy. He's an award-winning rapper. He changed the game. He came out. He has a verified legendary album. It is it's one of somebody's favorite album. Nas is probably whoever's out now, probably their influencer, their favorite rapper, if not Jay. Like they're synonymous. You say Nas, you associate him with Jay. You only compare Nas to Jay. Nobody makes the comparison to anybody else. I'll concede, being unbiased, that Jay is definitely a better businessman. I don't really like his rap, but I'll objectively say that more people like him that I respect, so it has to be something there. Not for me.
Who's your 2?
That's wild.
I think
you got go comment. I can't. Who's your 2?
Damn, you just was like moving on.
Right.
Personally,
Nas is in my top 5.
I think my 2 is Biggie.
I'll go Biggie.
Because I think I used to be a Pac guy over Big, but like no one recites Pac lines like that. You recite Pac energy, you recite some of his hooks, but like quotables, the most quoted dude ever is Biggie.
And Pac got fans like LeBron, like they just think this nigga's a magical unicorn or some shit.
100%, 100%. So I think it's him, then it's Pac, then personally,
I'm not putting
when
Pac in my top 5.
Personally, when I say Nas is 4, I don't know. Maybe 4 or 5.
I got Rakim in mind because he influenced all of them. And
Nas,
Jay,
and that's the thing too. Like, at what point do you start the run of like the older greats? Because Rakim isn't getting nearly enough credit. I said Busta doesn't get enough credit. LL. One thing I saw a clip and LL laughed about it. He said, "I made the term GOAT, and no one calls me the GOAT. I made the term."
He did.
The same way you can look at like Run DMC as being pioneers that made it to what it was. LL was that first like solo like superstar to be like, yo, I'm jumping off. We gonna go crazy with this. Got hits in multiple decades. Like, I
forget about him all the time.
I think he may be my 4. Realistically, he may be over Nas for me. I don't know a guy that's got like. And again,
you putting LL over Nas? Jesus,
that's why. Like, so he's
right now.
He's ignoring all the stuff, but then he's saying,
"I'm saying he can maybe be."
The trolls are crazy. I thought we were being unbiased.
Stop. No. Okay, I'm being unbiased. He has released. I think the King's Disease series has been phenomenal. It's reminding people about the lyrical ability that this dude has. He's clearly one of the greatest of all time in this sport. Let's not forget, for like 15 fucking years, he was asleep making bullshit.
Your opinion?
He was. Not my opinion. He was making trash. But he dropped Stillmatic. He dropped I Am. Okay, boom. Killing it. Then he had some hit or misses, man. Like, it was just a lot of just until he got the Stillmatic. Which I think the beef with Jay reignited him a little bit. I said, bet, yeah, that's what I want to hear. Nas, let's go. Because for them, he was just great for 2 albums.
How many people have had a career this long?
You said what?
How many people have had a career this long?
How many people have had 3 or 4 albums, bro, that were like just
yeah, but you act like every album Jay dropped was just a hit, no skips.
He has way more no skip albums than Nas.
You act like every Jay album is a hit, no skips.
I didn't say everyone was. I said he has way more classic albums than your boy.
But the argument was always Nas was every other. He'd drop one that's trash, then he'd come back and
the narrative was he was one hot album every 10-year average. That's what Jay told me, and I agree. One hot album every 10 years.
You're supposed to say that in the battle.
I mean, but it was also true. Was it not?
In fact, Nas to me is in the top 5, largely
And you argue. No, and by the way, you're arguing. If I say Jay, Big, Pop, and for me LL, I said he still may be 5. You still complaining that he not 4 or 3. Not who being unruly, unreasonable.
But LL over Nas. No, there's nobody that's gonna agree with you.
I don't care.
That's you definitely wilding with that one.
The man, okay.
That's where the trolling comes, and this is why you think we're trolling when we say Kodak Black. I'm genuinely in my heart feeling that Kodak Black is better.
Yo, you gotta be trolling.
So both of y'all trolling. In my heart, think that LL may be
both of y'all trolling. I'm like Cardi right now. Both of y'all wrong. Both of y'all wrong.
It comes down to who has worse songs. Their worst songs, Headsprung or Uchi Wally. or Braveheart Party.
I ain't gonna lie.
They call me battle. They call me Big L.A. Nobody call you that shit, nigga.
That shit is crazy. I won't lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's a tough battle. He's probably gonna lose. That's fine. That's fine. I'll give you that.
That's hilarious.
That worst shit ever. Yeah, that he may win that. Uchi Wally is a horrible song.
Phenomenon or Braveheart Party. I haven't got. I haven't gotten through Braveheart Party yet. I got through Phenomenon. I haven't gotten through Braveheart Party yet. I literally had to stop it. I almost did once, but I couldn't make it.
Hey man, some things shouldn't get released. You know, it's not his fault.
Yeah. That was actually a hit. The Headsprung.
Dude, I'm just saying.
The Headsprung beat go hard, man. You crazy.
Yeah. I think it was the Big Ellie part that did everybody.
The Big Ellie.
It's like nobody called you that, nigga.
That I ain't gonna lie. That was a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a lot.
No, I think we talked about something like this a couple weeks ago, but it's like you look at this list and it's like, why is Run DMC 49? Why is Run DMC next to Rick Ross?
Right. All Run DMC did for hip hop. Next to Wing King.